What's up, Fan Day Nation? Sweet 16 is coming up in the next few days. Have a lot of big teams, couple upsets, but for the most part, a lot of our top seeded teams are still in the bracket play. So as far as our March Madness predictions, I'm here with FDN team member Matthew. So, hey Matthew,
Hey
how you doing?
everyone. I'm doing great today. How are you?
Doing good. So as far as our March Madness predictions, who do you have going to the national championship? Who is your matchup?
So right now in the national championship, I got Duke going in. I just think they have too much star power. I mean, even when Cooper Flag's having a bad game, you have Don Knuppel and Tyrese Proctor has been going absolutely ballistic in the March Madness right now. I think he went 9 for 10 the
Yeah,
last game.
one shot. Yep, missed one shot.
Yeah, missed one shot, and just they're bigs too. I don't think anybody can size up with them other than maybe Michigan, which I mean they have two 7 foot players, but I don't even think they'll get into the championship. But on the other side, I got Auburn. Auburn has looked really good throughout the whole season, but in March Madness they've been productive. Building their lead once they go on a little run and get that lead, they really don't give that lead back up. But right now, that's my championship picks. I do I do think Duke is going to be a firm championship contender here.
Nice. So out of Auburn and Duke, I know that's your national title matchup. Who do you think is they're gonna win that one?
I got to go Duke. I just think there's like 4 different stars. They have so many prospects that are. I mean, Proctor probably could have gone to the NBA if he went his first year.
Yeah.
Um, but Malawak as a big, and then Cooper, and then Knuppel is just insane. So I got Duke gonna win this all.
Okay. I see.
How about you? What are your predictions?
My predictions, my matchups for the national championship. First off, I gotta agree with you with Duke. I think Duke, as far as just in the bracket play, I think they have the easiest road to the national championship out of like all the other one seeds.
Yeah.
And I think these past 2 games, I know Baylor I think is a great team, but I don't think is like a really like big team to like play against compared to like a
Yeah.
UConn or an Arkansas. So I think
Yeah.
Duke's been playing great these past 2 rounds, and I think they're locking in on both ends of the floor. And they just look ready to like make a run in the national championship. Like they have the star power, like they have the deep rotation, and when you have Cooper Flag, who's looking good these past two rounds, and then also just now finally being healthy, I think
Yeah.
he's the number one player like in college basketball. And then if Tyrese Proctor keeps being sensational, I think it's kind of hard to like match up with them and their supporting cast, like you said. So I think Duke definitely coming out of that side of the bracket, especially since Cooper Flag's becoming healthy, and then you have Tyrese Proctor playing sensational. I'm gonna have to go against Auburn. I think Florida's gonna make it. I don't know, like I feel like out of all the 1 seeds, they do have the toughest road to get to the national
Yeah.
championship, but I feel like they are playing really well, and they have like a deep roster just like Duke to make it. So I definitely got
Yeah.
Florida. I know like they recently played UConn when UConn was like an 8 seed, but you can't knock UConn because it's like they've been back-to-back champions. Coach Hurley is still there, so they have the star power, they have the coach. So I think beating UConn is going to give them a confidence booster for the next few rounds. And then you have Walter Clayton Jr. I think he played really
Yeah.
well this past round against UConn, and I think like that's just going to give him more confidence boost and lead him to the championship. And like I said, I think the roster's experience and their depth of bigs is a big help. I think their depth of
Yeah.
bigs and their guards and just like that deep roster could really help playing Maryland and then maybe Texas Tech in the future. And I just think playing those hard teams to get to the national championship. But with Duke and Florida being the matchup, I think I got Duke. Duke is just
Yeah.
too good. I think Cooper Flag's too good. I think even though I feel like they have an easy schedule to get there. I think they're rolling, and then Coach Shire is just. I think he's a great coach, a good next up coach. I think he could be like a Coach K for Duke. So, I got Duke. They look good. They look healthy, and I just think they have the depth and the rotation to beat a Florida and to beat like Arizona coming
Yeah.
out to get to the.
Yeah, to add on, I think Duke's defensive pressure is just insane too for people to beat. I mean, they just have high energy all around, And then I like your Florida take too. It was an impressive win against UConn. I watched the end of that game too, and Walter Clayton Jr. was going ballistic. I mean, he hit like 2 threes in a row, like off balance, and it was crazy.
Yeah. I just think like with Florida too, like their experience and like yeah, they won a close one at UConn and like they were favorites to win because UConn was eighth seed, but I just think like when it came down to it, like the last 3-4 minutes, like they really locked in and like showed like their experience in being able to get a dub and really lock in and grind it out. So I think just having that experience and the depth, like even if they have close games in the future, I think they got that experience to really get to a win and really grind things out. So, yep, Florida Duke for me, but I think both of us agree that Duke's going to come out as a national champion this year.
Agreed.
So yeah.